Welcome to day 2 of shopping for the Camino de Santiago.
I'm Greg.
I'm Kenzie. So today we went to Freeport, Maine to the LL Bean store. Our intention was to get sport sandals, hiking sandals, because last time we went, they weren't out yet. So we assumed they would be out today. And before we even made it to the flagship store, we stopped at the LL Bean outlet, which proved to be very wise. So, oh, and Goodwill, because Goodwill's always good. So these are the sports for today. I got this black LL Bean shell. It's much lighter than my current Eddie Bauer winter jacket. It's just the shell. There's no fleece liner or anything, but it's less than a pound or whatever. And I got it for $13 at Goodwill. So I don't know if I'll take it yet, but it's always good to have another LL Bean jacket when you live in Maine anyways. If anybody has any feedback on what type of shell they used, I would appreciate that. And then here's this baby.
Yeah, we went into the outlet store. We've been looking for these. Everybody in Maine wears these. Every other person is wearing one. But to be honest, they're way out of our price range. And so we've been looking, waiting for deals. We went into the outlet store, and well, before I put it on, I'll just describe it. So this is, we went in and they were having 70% off clearance because it is March. So they're getting rid of the winter stuff. And so mine is a LL Bean Ultralight 850. Those are the ones that say 850 on the cuff. And it's originally $209, but I got 70% off, so I got mine down to $60. I ended up going for the extra large tall because I work outdoors as well, and a colleague told me to go ahead with the tall because of if you get them too short, the air drafts will go up your back and really chill you to the bone, and that's why you're wearing these, is to warm your core. So we really feel like we got a deal. I got the one without the hood as well. Because I feel like my shell will have a hood and that'll be good enough. What did you get, Ken's?
So I got the last small on the clearance rack at the LL Bean outlet for these little shell downs. It is the Beans Primaloft Packaway outerwear. Perfect, versatile, lightweight layer for hiking, camping, skiing, etc. So nice, and also orange is such a great color on me, so that worked out nicely. Last one, originally it was $159 and we got it at I think 70% off. It was $160 and we got 70% off. I don't know what that is, but you'll wait till you see the other thing we got, and then we'll tell you the total spent. So these are.
Before I do that, I just want to tell you that this is what people have been telling us. Like, we don't own these. We never wore these before. These little thin down jackets, because they don't weigh anything and you can zip them into the pocket. So our thought is to wear like t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, this, and a shell. So if you disagree, please leave a comment down below. Yeah. So the original thought for today was to go look up sports sandals because, you know, at the end of the day, wearing hiking boots all day and walking across Spain, at the end of the day, last thing you want to be doing is wearing your boots if you decide to walk around your local village or city or wherever we end up. We went in and I saw these Oboz. They're called the Oboz Campster Sandal Men's, and they're an 11.5, and I wear a 10.5. And they were pretty expensive for me. We're pretty cheap. So, but I figured I'd try them on just to see if I like the style at all. And as soon as I put them on with my socks on, there was no doubt about it. They fit perfectly. They seemed super comfortable. So I'm going to start wearing them now. Again, we're not hiking for another 14 months, and see how they work out. But they just felt amazing on my feet. And they do have the closed toe, which we wanted to go for because, you know, if we get into the flatland area and we feel like it, you never know, we may end up hiking in these some days if we're sick of the boots, and it seems like an easy trek. So I scored these. These were $90, and everything in the outlet store is 30% off all the time. You just take it off the ticket price. So I ended up getting these for $60. And when we were shopping for her boots last episode, the lady suggested the Oboz was her first suggestion. Ken's ended up going with the Keens, and she's pretty happy so far, right?
Yep.
Cool.
So total spent for our LL Bean adventure.
And oh yeah.
Well, just for LL Bean.
Yep.
So one of these jackets is originally over $200. So we got both our jackets and his Oboz for $199.
Yep.
Today.
Pretty good.
So that was pretty well done. Pretty proud of us. The only other thing we got was we went to Goodwill. They didn't really have much. We got some cool Red Sox championship shirts, but
our own pocket.
So everybody's saying merino wool shirts. We're still looking for those. I'm also kind of nervous that they're going to be too hot, and this is kind of what I hike in on a regular anyways. So I just purchased 2 polyester thin easy dry shirts, t-shirts. Also, I'm not going to be able to do the 2 shirts. Maybe I might need 3 because I can't do wet sweaty clothes. It's going to drive me crazy. I'll have to figure that out. So I got 2 shirts, 1 small and 1 medium, because I don't know if you guys have heard, but I'm having a baby. So I'm not exactly sure what size I will be when we leave for this adventure. So I got 2 shirts. Who knows if we'll actually bring them, but you know, total of, this was half price today, so $3 and $5. Plus I get 10% off because I'm a Goodwill member. So
Right.
So a little bit more successful day than last time we went shopping.
Yeah, and more than we expected for today. And especially since all of this is funded through our GoFundMe, and I'll link that in the description below. We're definitely not trying to just blow money, you know, so I think we did pretty good. We don't have much left, you know, to go for. It'll be a lot of little things, but I need to get a shell. She needs to get her sports sandals. And then it's just clothing from there.
And packs.
And packs last. So, yeah.
So if you have any suggestions or opinions about any of these products, please leave them in the comments and visit our GoFundMe for our pre-wedding honeymoon 2020. Bye.